Cal was run a few minutes late because this is the kind of guy he was out doing recruiting already this morning. You've been on that stage now for the last month doing a lot of recruiting. Has that gone well, and is everything moving forward?
Yeah, but it's, you got to finish them, and we're in with a lot of great kids and great families, and I say all the time, I can barely see you people, they got the lights on us, so hello to everybody. This isn't for everybody. Playing, being in the eye of the storm, everybody's big game, how you're evaluated, how you're looked at, the standard you're held to, just not for everybody. If you went into one home where the father thought that his son should shoot maybe 30 balls a game, and well, he's not doing that for us. I mean, but how about the fact that our kids, half of them average more in the NBA than they did for us? What? That's like a fact. So I'm proud of the guys, and they're doing well, and proud of last year's team. I mean, what they accomplished together.
I want to talk about this year's team, but let's talk about those guys last year. I know the Summer League is the Summer League, but the stories of the Summer League in some ways were your guys. I mean, Tyler Eulis, Scal had a really good Summer League, Jamal Murray. How proud does it make you to see all of these guys in the NBA and not just getting a check, flourishing in the NBA?
Well, Jamal called me the other day. We were in New Haven, and he calls me. He had a guy on the phone that knew my wife, so he put him on the phone, and I got off, and I said, Malik Monk is throwing hooks and leaping leaners and my staff reminded me, Jamal, that's how you played when you first got here. And he laughed. I didn't play that way. But it's talking to the guys like Scal, sending him, their owner hits me and said, we are so pleased with Scal. DeMarcus hits me and said he should have been a top 5 pick, watching him play. Nothing makes me happier than seeing it. How about we have 5 players on the Phoenix Suns? Now, literally now, I don't know if you like most schools, I'm going to say just about every school, they don't have 5 guys in the league. No, I think we've gotten spoiled that we've had 30 guys in the 7 years go. Most schools don't have 5 guys, 4 guys, 3 guys in the league, and we have 5 on one team. And word is they're trying to figure out if they can play 3 of them together so that they can keep people on the floor. So proud of Tyler. You guys know what happened with Tyler. Why didn't he go lottery? Because he walked in the room and the GM said, what? Well, how big is it? Then he looked at his ankles and said, what? There's no way I'm taking this kid in the lottery. Yeah, well, Phoenix signed him to a 4-year deal. And he was in the Summer League, and they signed him as though he was a first-round draft pick.
I think one of the things I like about all those guys is that not only do you have all of them in the league, you really have built a family atmosphere amongst former players. There's a kind of Kentucky brotherhood, which I'm not going to say didn't exist. It existed, but it's very strong now, and I love watching that.
It's not fake, though.
Yeah.
It's not fake. It's these guys, you could call it what you want. It's a family where when they go on the road together, they're hanging out. They like to come back on campus. Michael Kidd was just on campus. Loved the comments of the players on Charlotte talking about having Michael back from injury. Anthony Davis played a part in Terrence Jones being added to that roster. Tayshaun was just in the gym the other day. I mean, this thing, what they have done for us and what the university's done for them is how it's supposed to work, where everybody benefits, that everybody walks away and says, this was a great thing that happened, watching the growth. Some of them we watched the growth in 8 months. I mean, the great one is they're pros before they get there. I'm in New Jersey, and I'm getting stopped about Karl Towns. Like, I can't believe that you got him to post up. He shot all threes. I can't believe. I was in a gym in Philadelphia, and the high school coach says, we beat them. We beat Carl's high school team. He took 15 threes. Never went near the goal. I was so happy. And so Eric Bledsoe, he was a 4-star, didn't play in the Jordan game, didn't play in the McDonald's. How many of you here watched him in the Louisville game? Because that's where he played. Did anybody watch him in that game? And who played better than him?
Nobody.
Well, in that game, Peyton Siva played better than him.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but you can if you want to.
You know, he did. So now, you know, you see, like the guys we have right now, the whole, the biggest thing is people that watch them play to say, I can't believe it, that he's gotten that much better. And that includes an Anthony Davis, a Carl Towns, who were #1 picks, or a John Wall, or even an Alex that now is in Indiana, and Indiana called me and said, wow, this kid is an absolute beast. And I said, it's time now. Like, he's got to go take it and do it. But to hear that they're prepared for the war that they're walking into, because that's a man's league.
Let's talk a little bit about this year's team. You got a lot of freshmen, which we want to talk about, but talk to me about Isaiah Briscoe. He's coming in as the leader. How have you seen with that role with him?
Well, he's going to be fine, but let me throw this out to you too, because this isn't talked about. Like today, I had to talk to a group. I talked to the Louisville police today. Let's give them a hand. The job they do in this town. So before I went across the bridge to recruit, I was doing that, and part of the thing I said, we've graduated 14 players in 7 years. 14. 3 of them graduated in 3 years. We've had a 3.0 grade point average 6 of 7 years. One term our team had a 3.4 grade point average. Eric Bledsoe, Julius Randle, Dakari Johnson, Brandon Knight, they're already starting to come back to get finished on their degree. Now, it may take them 5 or 6 years because some of them were here 1 year or 2 years. It's going to take them time, but they're chipping away at that. Who won the Community Assist Award in the NBA? And I say that because academic matters to us. All these kids have lifetime scholarships. Come back when you want to come back. If you have to leave early, don't let something hold you back from chasing your dream. We're going to be here for you. For all you've done for us, we will be here for you the rest of your life. That's family. Not talk, not a word. That's how we do it. So the other thing was, we get them involved in the community. We just raised $400,000 playing a softball game. How'd you do?
I hit a home run.
That was a foul ball.
Off of Matt Jones.
There you go, just so you know.
Don't start with this, Cal. That was a foul ball.
It was a home run off of Matt Jones.
Foul.
But we raised $400,000 for the victims down in Louisiana. Who gets the Community Assist Award in the NBA? The players look at the Community Assist Award as a big deal in that league because they all get involved socially. They get involved within their communities. John Wall won the award, and it's a big deal. You know who the runner-up was? The runner-up was Anthony Davis. Those were the two. One of the two were going to win. They had 15 finalists. There are guys, there are family. It's more than just basketball. But you got to say it's not, because 28 have been drafted, 20 in the first round, #1 picks, lottery picks. They only care about basketball. No, it's not true. We're here to help these kids develop habits that they can succeed with the rest of their life. That's what we do. Well, he doesn't care about winning, and all he wants to do. Well, we've won more games in the last 7 years than anybody. We've been to more Final Fours than anybody. We did win a national title. Should have won 3, but 1's okay. I mean, you can do it all at Kentucky. You can do all that at Kentucky. And I've got to tell you how blessed I am to be your coach, and how unusual it is that every morning when I get in my car the first thought every year, 2010, this year, my team has a chance to win the national title. Every year. Think about me being that guy and how blessed I am to know that I'm at a place that it's a rented seat. That's Coach Rupp's seat. He's the one that did this 40 years and got this thing right. That 4 other coaches could come and win national titles. What? So 5 guys at one school? Not even close. The most at any school is 2 coaches. Here it's 5. It's about what he's built in this program. So what'd you ask me?
It was right on point. I asked you about Isaiah Briscoe and how he's doing as the leader this year.
What we've done right now to break up the team is the rookies are going against the veterans. So that's how we've kind of broken them down. Isaiah's shooting the ball better. He's showing great leadership. Again, just like Tyler, having him lead off the court and be more engaged with the guys off the court is always a challenge because of veterans versus the young kids. But he's doing fine. I mean, this is really important for me that he shoots the ball better. But he's responsible for that. But we're going to put him in positions to shoot balls because he's done a lot for this program and he deserves it. And I've said to him, shoot 30% from the 3 and 68 from the foul line. And you're a lottery pick. What? And you're a lottery pick. 30%, 68. And you would say, I wish you could tell me that because I know I could do that. But again, the great thing is he and De'Aaron Fox are going nose to nose, and they're like, it's a war. Like literally, they're going at each other, and they're good with each other, but they're competing. Malik Monk can do, I'm trying to get him. Right now, Malik Monk, when he comes down the left side, you have no idea what he's about to do. And neither does he. But when you watch him, you will say, oh my. He'll bring, just let me say this, at least 4 or 5 times a game, you will say, oh my. Or as my daughter likes to say, oh boy. Bam's a beast. Isaac's way better. Derek and Wenyon are going nose to nose and really going at each other. Dom's better. Michael's better. Brad's really playing. Told me he was getting dunked on. I said, well, yeah, my hip hurts. I said, can you get it replaced? I don't know what to tell you, but you can't get dunked on.
On Fox, Fox to me is one of the quickest players with the ball I've seen since Wall. Do you agree? And his quickness is amazing.
No, it's hard to do that to somebody. John Wall is so fast. John Wall used his speed as a weapon. It was his #1 weapon. You all watched him. He would just run right up your back. De'Aaron has a little more of this and shoots it a little. So I'm trying to make his speed his #1 weapon, but it's not his habit right now. Trying to get these guys to rebound and catch with 2 hands. We've gone 2 days of practice. We went 2 days or 2 times yesterday, 2 times on Saturday. And again, I had to stop practice 20 times for one-handed rebounds, one-handed catches, and stuff like that. But it's a good group that's competitive, great kids, had a good summer academically. How about this? It's the first group we've had where everyone was here the whole summer. First group in how many years have I gone? You said 10? My job is in dog years, so I've gone 56 years right now.
Do you, all summer, everything I would hear would be about how much improved Isaac Humphries was. Have you seen that for yourself as well?
Yeah, and he and Bam are like fouling each other on every possession right now because neither one of them are in that kind of condition, or Bam hangs on him, so he hangs on Bam. But he is not, when you look at the team picture from a year ago and now, you have like a roly-poly child to a, wow, look at how skinny his face is. You ever have that when you look at somebody and say their face is skinny? That's who he is. He's 7 foot tall. He's got good skills, but he's learning. The whole team is learning. Here's what I told him after yesterday's second practice. Guys are cramping up. We got ice bags, and I just said, look, Baseline out of bounds plays, we have none. Side out of bounds plays, we have none. We have no zone offense in. We really have no offense other than dribble drive, and we don't have anybody with the Krebs effect. I'm trying to find that guy, the Krebs effect, that knows how to do it. We have no press attack. We have no press in. We have no out-of-bounds plays, no lob plays, no backdoor. We have no, all we're doing is trying to figure out who these guys are and trying to get them, stay in a moment. Don't worry about a month from now. Let's just stay right now and try to come together as a team, be passionate every day, have a curious mind every day you walk in here. Don't be the last one. I've had a couple young guys that I make get taped first because they were getting taped last, like last. And then go into the bathroom. No, you can't do both. You either go to the bathroom or get taped. You're not doing both. But it's all new to these guys.
Because you're in Louisville, I want to ask you about somebody from here, Derek Willis. Saw a lot of improvement last year. Do you expect another step up this year?
He's been unbelievable. He stayed after every practice. He's shooting. It's good that he's playing against Wenyon in most cases because they're both long and athletic, and it makes him get after it. He's way better. And a great kid every day walks in, hey, coach. You know, it's like anything else. It's like having children. We have great kids. It doesn't mean they don't do dumb things. They do dumb things. My own children have done, like, where did you come from? You didn't come from me. How stupid is that? What do you, well, they do dumb things. It doesn't, and for all of them, there's somewhere, I had one of the parents call me about their son, and I said, it's normal. It's not normal, it's my son. I said, they feel their oats, they're spreading their wings. It's a good time. This is what I do. Bring them back in, get them to develop habits. But I tell them, they got to own these habits. Derek didn't own the habits for the first couple years, 3 years. He was, you know, moving around. Well, he's now first one in, last one to leave. He knows what's at stake. I think last year scared him, to be honest. Do you remember when he had his game of 28 points? You remember that game? We all went crazy. He broke through. What did he say to the media after the game? My body's breaking down. I'm hurt.
I knew you didn't like that when he said it.
I'm dying. I don't know if I can play next game. My toenail hurts. I got an elbow issue. I got to get a haircut. I don't know what to do. What? You just had 28 points. You look like you're the 5th pick of the draft. And it's, well, some of this stuff comes at them fast, and they've got to learn. And you know what? I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I told you when I took the job. My job is to be about these kids, look after them, not be the first one to throw them under the bus. The stuff that happens in my program, you're not going to find out about. I deal with it. They're young men. They're good kids who sometimes do dumb things. And, you know, it's a good thing to be able to learn in this environment, which is what they're supposed to be doing.
We took 3 questions from the crowd before we get to Ryan's. The first one, if I can remember correctly, was you're now going into your 8th season. What has been the best part of being the coach at Kentucky, and what's been something that you didn't expect that you've kind of seen develop since you've been here?
The best part, there's so, you know, I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be being able to coach my son for 4 years. I think that's going to be a great experience for him, and I'm going to love it because when you're coaching, your kids and family sacrifice the most. So why not have a chance to be around your own son for 4 years? And things that amaze me, you know, how people live and die with this kind of makes you like, what?
Does it freak you out?
No, but it just makes me smile. Like, come on, I mean, guys, but it means so much. And the other thing that I'm amazed at, you know, I've always tried to get involved in community, tried to get involved in Raise Do, but the seat I'm sitting in, I've said it before, you cheat the position if you don't get involved. You cheat the position if you don't stand up for causes. Move people in a positive way. Just if you have a chance to move. Here, I mean, like I said, you can do things and help people in ways that is beyond just basketball stuff.
Second question, we had someone in the crowd ask, what is the biggest difference between a team like your national title team or like the 38-1 team, and a team that
38 no. We don't say 38-1. That's a 38
Sorry,
no.
38 no. What's the difference between a team like that, beyond just talent? Is there a special something that makes them different?
Well, the hard thing for us in the way this is happening and playing out is to be an efficient team offensively. To really share is the hardest thing because you're not doing it over 3 and 4 years. You're doing it over 5 months. That's the challenge. To be in all the situations you need to be in to be able to get to a national championship and win, that's what's hard. You just don't have enough exposure to different things that could come at you. That's what, and I come back to, I say we could have won 3. You and I know we probably could have won 4. In 2010, that team was so good. We just weren't an execution team. We just would bowl you over, and we were a streaky shooting team, except for Mark Krebs. But that's the challenge of what we do. But I'm going to be honest with you. Like right now, I don't know how we're going to play offensively, other than from 10,000 feet, we'll play really fast, we'll play unselfish, the court will be spaced. Will rebound like crazy and throw a lot of dunks. You know that. I just don't know how we'll do that. We'll also on defense maul the ball, be great swarming kind of team, try to drive them off the three-point line and block shots, rebound and fly. How you playing pick and roll? I don't know yet. How are you going to play post defense? I don't know yet. What are you going to do on pin downs? Now, the guys from Louisville, do you remember Denny Crum when they used to switch everything? This team could be that team. I don't know that yet. Maybe it is that team that just switches. Well, and Matthew will tell you, when you play against a team that switches everything, pick and rolls, down screen, cross, you can't run offense. There is no offense. You got to throw it to somebody and hope he's better than the other guy. And so that's the kind of stuff. But I'll be honest, I've learned to enjoy it. It's part of the job that I'm not afraid of. I make mistakes with it. I have to change sometimes. It takes longer for us. But I do know this, it's what's best for these kids. So my job is to figure it out.